Today, we take a look at the pivotal moment when Severus Snape turned Dumbledore's spy. This is the plot twist that the entire Harry Potter series is based on. Hello friends, welcome to my channel where we talk about facts, theories, and opinions related to the wizarding world of Harry Potter. If you're a Potterhead like me, I would consider subscribing, but if not, that's cool too. My name is Fatma and this is episode 4 in the mini-series based on the memories of Severus Snape. Let's get into it. We left off last time on Snape and Lily's friendship breakup. Snape called Lily a mudblood in front of the entire school. He begged for forgiveness shortly after, but their friendship had already been on the rocks because Snape had been hanging out with people who very clearly and openly wanted to be recruited as future Death Eaters. And being called a mudblood was kind of the last straw for Lily, who just walked away after this. So before moving on, let's establish a timeline. Snape and Lily started Hogwarts in 1971. Their friendship ended towards the end of their 5th year, sometime in 1976. 2 years later, they graduated from Hogwarts in 1978 and went their separate ways. Another 2 years later is when Harry is born in 1980. The memory that we jump to next is after Harry is born, so safe to say sometime between 1980 and 1981, and at this point Snape would have been 20 or 21 years old. The movies make everyone look much older, but the truth is, Harry's parents, Snape, Sirius, Lupin were all much younger than they're portrayed in the movies. So really, it's just 4 years between Lily and Snape's friendship ending and Snape coming back to the right side. But I want to talk about what could have happened in those 4 years. Their last fight happened at the end of their 5th year, so Lily and Snape would have returned home after this fight. Since the two of them lived in the same neighborhood, it would be safe to assume that Snape probably tried to reach out to Lily again over the summer at least one more time. But it probably ended the same way. Lily asked him if he intended to join the Death Eaters, and when he did not deny it, there was no looking around that. The next 2 years at Hogwarts would have gone on with Snape and Lily not talking to each other at all. During this time, Snape is getting better and better at dark magic. His copy of Advanced Potion Making is proof that he was researching and creating dark spells, while Lily would have spent her time as well focusing on her studies and possibly getting closer to Remus, who was also a prefect. And in their 7th year, when she was appointed head girl along with James as head boy, she probably got close to James as well. According to Sirius and Lupin, James did start laying off of Snape, although not entirely, in their 7th year so that Lily would give him a chance, and she did. Now, upon graduating from Hogwarts, we can assume that James and Lily got married really quickly, as it is well known that during the First Wizarding War, people were getting married sooner rather than later because there was this sense of urgency with people losing their loved ones every day. So the Potters got married and joined the Order of Phoenix, while Snape joined the Death Eaters. So now at this point, Snape and Lily are actively on opposite sides of this war. I think it's safe to assume that Voldemort was recruiting fresh graduates at this point, because 1978 they graduate Hogwarts, 1980 Harry is born. So the prophecy foretelling the birth of Harry would have happened somewhere between 1979 and 1980. And we know that Snape was a known Death Eater when he overheard the prophecy, got caught by Dumbledore's brother Aberforth, but got away and went and promptly told Voldemort everything he heard. So this next memory that we jump to is after Harry is born and Voldemort has already decided that he is the chosen one and is going after him to find him and kill him. Snape knows this cannot end well for Lily, and at this point he seeks out Albus Dumbledore, prepared to forsake Voldemort so that Lily can be protected. In those 2 to 3 years between Snape graduating Hogwarts and this memory, we can assume that he has done Voldemort's bidding truly and wholeheartedly as any other Death Eater would have. Even in this memory, he admits to Dumbledore that when Voldemort decided to go after the Potters, Snape was very much okay with James and Harry dying. It was only Lily who he was concerned with, and so asked Voldemort to spare her life. But once he gives Dumbledore his allegiance, that is it for his Death-eating days. He is now a reformed man. So we know what happens next. Dumbledore does his best to protect the Potters, but they are still killed. And so it is what happens in the aftermath of their death is what is more important to me about Snape than what happened before. So once Lily is killed, it would become very easy for Snape to kind of, give up on life, become a recluse, and that is it, because that's all he cares about. That was his main motivation, keeping Lily alive. But upon Dumbledore urging him, Snape agrees to protect Harry. He helped Dumbledore with the protective enchantments over the Dursleys' home, which allowed Harry to stay safe there until his 17th birthday or until he stopped calling the place home. This is the last memory we see before Harry joins Hogwarts. So the next 10 memories are scattered over the events of books 1 through 7. So in terms of timeline alone, Snape barely spends 2 years as Voldemort's Death Eater before turning into Dumbledore's double agent spy. And in the beginning, we can assume that he would not have been part of the inner circle of Death Eaters anyway. Probably in his initiation days, he did not do some serious Death Eating. So just with that perspective, I think I can see why Harry could forgive Snape for what he did to him throughout his life and name his son after him. But you let me know in the comment section down below if you think that Snape can be forgiven for his meanness to Harry and for being the reason why Harry's parents are dead in the first place. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. Please subscribe to my channel if you find this content interesting. We are kind of coming to the end of the Snape series here, so let me know other topics you would be interested in hearing about. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now!